Ulladhu Naarpadhu Anubandham supplement to 40 verses on reality. Invocatory verse. எதன் கண்ணே நிலையாகி இருந்திடும் இவ்வுலகமெல்லாம் எதனது எல்லாம் எதனின்று அனைத்துலகும் எழுமோ மற்றிவையாவும் எதன் பொருட்டாம் எதனால் இவ்வையமெல்லாம் எழுந்திடும் இவெல்லாமும் எதுவே ஆகும் அதுதானே உளப்பொருளாம் சத்தியமாம் அச்சுரூபம் அகத்தில் வைப்பாம். We have covered Ulladhu Naarpadhu 40 verses. Sri Bhagavan wrote another 40 verses. These are majorly translations of ancient scriptures, various scriptures. This invocatory verse is from one of the greatest of the scriptures, Yoga Vashishtam. It was the advice given by sage Vashishta to Sri Rama. எதன்கண்ணே நிலையாகி இருந்திடும் இவ்வுலகமெல்லாம். On what does this world remain stable? On what does this world, universe remain stable? எதனது எல்லாம். All these, the world, the body, the universe, etc. Whose property are they? எதனது எல்லாம். எதனின்று இவ்வனைத்துலகும் எழுமோ. From what do all these worlds emerge? From what do all these worlds emerge? எதனின்று இவ்வனைத்துலகும் எழுமோ மற்றிவையாவும் எதன் பொருட்டாம். For whose sake do all these things exist? Or for what purpose do all these things exist? எதனால் இவ்வையமெல்லாம் எழுந்திடும். What is the cause of the rise of the entire universe? What is the cause of the rise of the entire universe? எதனால் இவ்வையமெல்லாம் எழுந்திடும். இவெல்லாவும் எதுவே ஆகும். What are these? The body, the world, the universe, whatever you see, you experience, whatever you think of, what are all these? They are none but that Brahman. Says Achurubam Ahatil Vaipam. Let us think constantly about that self, that Brahman. If we understand this one verse, it is done. Advaita Vedanta is done. What is the point? We have all experienced the body, we have all experienced the world, and our ultimate thinking has stopped with this thinking that I am the body. You remember we saw a verse in Ulladhu Naarpadhu, Ahandayundayin Anaithum Undagum, Ahandayindrel Indru Anaithum, Ahandaye Yavum Adalal, Yadu Idu Ena Nadale, Ovudal Ellam Ena Vor. See, the whole experience, our experience of as a human being is there because of the rise of this ego. This is Brahman, and this ego rises from Brahman like this. It rises. If we inquire and you drive it back to its source, there the ego subsides, ego is gone, what is left is only Brahman. That's all. This is Sri Bhagavan's teaching. It is not only Sri Bhagavan, it is the teaching of all Upanishads, all the Rishis. So, we see the world, we see the body, there our thinking stops. We take it for granted that I am only this body. That is our ignorance. That is the original sin. In Advaita Vedanta, they don't use the word sin, they use the word ignorance. What ignorance are you talking about? Are you talking about ignorance of chemistry? Are you talking about ignorance of computer programming? No. The very fact that we think of ourselves as the body is itself ignorance. That is the root cause of all suffering. That is the root cause of the birth cycle. That's all. This is knowledge. What is knowledge? I am not just the body. As Sri Bhagavan said, I am the body and all else. See, what is very important is in Devi Kalotram, Atma Sakshatkara Prakaranam. It is the section on direct realization of Brahman. There he points out that this Brahman is all pervading. Number one is it is formless. Right. Just let us first mentally conceive it. Only then that vritti, thought, will be born, I am Brahman first. Then it leads to Sakshatkaram or direct experience. So one is formless, right? That formless, there is not a place where it is not. It pervades everything. This body, this camera, this space, your body, your neighbor's body, your spouse, your children, it pervades your town, it pervades your country, the planet, the vast universe, all the far off galaxies. Name anything. All these things exist because of this Brahman. On what do all these things depend? Based on what do all these things remain stable? So, since the whole material universe emerges from the presence of this Brahman, all these things are none but the belonging of the self, Brahman. Like when we look at a tree, we understand that there must have been a seed. The same way, when you look at the entire physical universe, we generally think that, oh, one God is there, He created it. Right? That is the normal logical thinking. Right? There is nothing wrong in it. So, this tendency should be there to look for the cause of things. From effect vision, we need to move to cause vision. From what do all these things, the entire universe, arise? For whose sake do all these things exist? It is Brahman. Because the outlook is that it is all the play of Maya. The entire life system is nothing but the play of, we call it God, the play of Maya. Maya is nothing but the power of Brahman. And what does it do? It plays two mischiefs. Number one mischief is it veils the truth. It keeps us in ignorance that I am the body, whereas we are the vast infinite existence consciousness bliss, but it keeps us in ignorance. Number two, it distorts our vision. What is not, it makes us believe that it is. This comb is also Brahman, but I use it, I know it only as a comb. If you peep inside and see, it is Brahman. You tell me one thing which is not Brahman in this existence. So, from what do all these worlds, call a number of planets or stars, from what do they arise? For whose sake? It's for Brahman's sake. Who is Brahman? You, I. Till we investigate, we will remain this body, this bodily sense of I, this psychological sense of I. If we investigate, it will go, we will experience ourselves as one. There is only one reality. That is the verdict Sri Bhagavan gave. One thing only exists. What is that? Brahman. What about the entire universe multiplicity? They are all appearance in that screen of awareness, screen of Sat existence that we are. Existence consciousness is our nature. So, now he is talking about the cause vision. There must be a cause behind the appearance of the entire universe. What is that cause? And Yadanali Vayamalam Elindidum Ivelamum Yediveahum. All these things are what? They are none but that Brahman. So this is the reduction. Advaita Vedanta doesn't talk about multiplicity. It says one only exists and you are that one. In that one, an entire order of physical universe and multiplicity is created. That's all. And in that multiplicity, in that grand panorama, this body is a tiny dot which will come and go. Anything that comes and goes is not truth. That's all. This is the wisdom given by Shankara. The Vivekam, discrimination. Man, woman, heat, cold, inside, outside. The same way, Atma, Anatma, Brahman, non-Brahman. But which is the cause of this non-Brahman? It is Brahman itself. So it is creating a kind of delusion, grand delusion. I am the body delusion. If this ego is not there, which says I am the body, Sri Bhagavan says, if ego is there, everything is there. If ego is not there, everything is not. The ego, it is the ego which is everything. So he says, if you want to give up this everything, you don't have to give up one by one. I am giving up my spouse, I am giving up my pleasures, etc. He says, Yadu idiyana nadale. If you seek the source of the ego, it is equal to giving up everything. Says. So, Edanali Vayamalam Elundidum, Ivellamum Yeduve Ahum. What are all these things? They are none but Brahman. That one Brahman, that one self, let us keep in our mind. He says. This is what is called Shravanam, hearing, Mananam, thinking about it. What is the truth? What is it that I cannot understand? There is a saying, as a man, nothing human is alien to me. So, this Brahman, the Rishis are talking about, it must be available to me also, because no Shastra says that anybody is exempted based on caste, creed, gender. Nobody is exempted. Because there is only one thing which includes everything, every being, every animal, whatever is there in the universe, it is that one thing. That is what you are. Tattvamasi. Aham Brahmasmi. That's all. So, it is formless. It pervades all human beings. It creates the system of birth, living, dying. This applies to all things in the universe, including stars, planets, human beings, animals, everything. So, Brahman is formless, infinite. It pervades. It is into everything and out of everything too. It is the cause of the happening of the universe, but it remains untouched. That is what we are. Unborn, undying Brahman are we. This is what this verse says. Against each verse, I will mention the source of the verse, because as I said, these verses have been collected from various sources, scriptures, and Sri Bhagavan has translated. Some of them are original of his own writing. I will go on mentioning this. So, there is only one Brahman. That is what you are. I am. Everybody can claim, even a mosquito can claim I am Brahman. An ant can claim I am Brahman. But they don't have, unfortunately, the developed intellect to understand this. Let us think about it.